Okay guys, what I'm doing right now is I'm formulating shampoo. And I don't sell shampoo because it's really difficult to get the labeling, you know, to jump through the FDA hoops, and I just don't. But I make it for family members, especially those who like to do things more natural. So I have like 7 different recipes. And the one that I'm going to make today is going to be a shampoo that's good for dry hair, because I'm making it for my sister-in-law who has dry hair. So I'm thinking of, you know, how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to show you. But again, I don't sell it, and I suggest that before you sell shampoo, you absolutely know what you're doing. I also don't use silicone, and I would suggest that if you are not familiar with what silicone does or does not do with your hair, that you read up on it before you decide to leave it out or put it in. So I am making it, and I'm going to put all the, I have to figure out the amounts. So that's going to take me a while, but I'll bring you back when I have it all sorted out. Okay, I'm going to give you a rundown. I'm going to be using distilled water, naturally. I'm going to be using aloe vera juice. I'm going to be using SCI noodles. I'm going to be using decoglucoside. I'm going to be using glycodisterate, if I could find it. Wait a second. Okay, let me go on with my ingredients now that I've found them all. I think I left off at glycodisterate and glycerin. I'm going to be using hydrolyzed, I believe I took out oat protein. I'm going to be using a product that's called glycerol carolate caprate. You know, it's another one of those natural ingredients that nobody can pronounce, and if you listen to lunatics, they'll tell you not to use anything you can't pronounce. And I continuously prove them wrong, so there's another one. And I'm going to use something called foaming soy, and I'm going to use honeycomb. And my preservative is going to be liquid Germel Plus. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to try to explain to you what everything is and what everything does along the way, so that if you want to swap things out, you can do that. I'm also going to add some extracts at the end, and I'm going to scent this in lavender. One of the reasons why you don't see a lot of shampoo recipes on the internet is because making a shampoo this way is somewhat complicated, and you know, depending on the type of hair that you have, you know, this is going to be formulated for somewhat dry hair. Now, I always test things out. I don't have dry hair, but hopefully I'll be able to figure out, you know, whether it's good or not. If my hair comes out real greasy, I guess it is. But anyway, this formula is for dry hair. If you have normal hair or oily hair, you're going to have to figure out how you can change it for you. If you've ever made liquid soap, you know that one of the things that you use to thicken liquid soap is salt. And you can put salt into a shampoo mixture that's not quite thick enough for you. But one of the things that I'm going to be using here is going to be the aloe vera. And even though I put aloe vera in everything, I prefer to use water in shampoo. But with this shampoo, I'm going to be using some aloe vera juice because I want it to behave like the salt. Now this is SCI noodles, and what you want to do is you want to heat your SCI noodles separately from your other ingredients. So you wanna heat that with the cocoa butane. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure this, and I'm going to use 60 grams of each. These are SCI noodles. They look more like what would you call it? Like the little rice-a-roni noodles, not big noodles. I don't know if you could see it or not. The SCI noodles. There's 60 grams of SCI noodles. I have formulated this. I think I told you that I like to have my my formulas divisible by 3 because an ounce is almost hang on. Okay, an ounce is almost 30 grams. So I like to, you know, just round up to 30 grams. So if you have 10 ounces, then you would have 300 grams. So I'm making this 600 grams, so I'm going to have about 20 ounces. So I want to send my sister-in-law a bottle like this, 16 ounces. So I'm making 20 ounces because I want to test it. Now what I want to have when I finish is 260 grams of distilled water and 100 grams of aloe vera juice. Now when I make my lotions, I kind of dump everything in together, you know, the aloe vera juice, the aloe vera gel, and the glycerin. I'm going to be using all those here. But I really want it to be more exact when it comes to shampoo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double the distilled water and double the aloe vera juice. And then after I heat and hold them for 20 minutes, I'm going to weigh them out and use about 360 grams of that particular concoction. So I'm going to go with about 500 grams of distilled water. And I'm going to go with about 200 grams of aloe vera juice. Now I'm going to heat and hold it for 20 minutes. While that's going on, I'm going to alcohol my newly sanitized beaker, and I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to add the other ingredients in here so that we're all set to go when the liquid is ready. And what I'm waiting for is for it to boil, and then I'm going to come to a boil, and then I'm going to lower it and hold it for 20 minutes. And people will say that that's not necessary. I don't care what anybody says. To me, it's necessary. And, you know, if you want to take a chance on that, I mean, I don't sell this, but I'm still not giving it to family members with the chance of it, you know, having bacteria swimming around in it. Okay, so we're going to carry on now with our weighing of ingredients. I want 30 grams of glucoside. I'll try to remember to put on the video what each of these ingredients do and which ones you can leave out and which ones you can't. I'm also going to be using my pH meter because I want to make sure that This works. Okay, that's 30 grams of decoglucoside. And now I want 12 grams of glycol stearate. You can also use glycol distearate. I think you can use glyceryl stearate too. Okay, so I just put in 12 grams of glycol distearate, and I'm hoping that that gives this like a little pearly look when all is said and done. Now I want 20 grams of glycerin. On the nose. I'm getting way too good at this. Okay, now I want 10 grams of aloe vera gel. This is optional. I happen to like this. You can do without it. You could also bump up the glycerin to 30. Now I want 30 grams of oat protein or some hydrolyzed. I hate the way this stuff smells. Oh God, I hate it. But it's necessary for shampooies. I've started to take it out of just about everything else because the smell makes me nuts. What's going on with this? The scale's not tearing out. There we go. Okay, 30 grams of hydrolyzed oat protein. Now I have my 60 grams of cocoa betaine in there. And now I want, hang on. I want, and this is also optional, I want 3 grams of glycolate, I'll write it down, Carol Cabaret. Oh God, I butchered that. See, you Looney Tunes who say don't put anything in. This is a very natural product, so boo on you. So I don't want a lot of this. I only want 3 grams, so I have to be real careful here. It's 1 gram. That should be, and see the way that dripped down the front of it? That's why you have to alcohol everything that you have in front of you. Because whatever was in front, on the front of this, which wasn't anything because I alcoholed it, is now in the beaker. Okay, and I want, what do I want? Oh, I want 2 grams of panthenol. Now this, you might have seen my video before where this went absolutely crazy. So I always do the panthenol separately because, I don't know what's wrong with my scale, because it's so light that it usually doesn't pick up on it until you're way past the amount that you want. So I always do it separately because it's just crazy. Okay, so I want 12 grams of this. hopefully it picks up 12 grams. It says that's 12. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put my beaker back. I'm going to tear it out. I don't know what's going on with the scale today. And then I'm going to slowly add pentothal and see what it says. See if we get to 12. I'm telling you, it never calculates this right. There we go. Just about 12. It was a little bit off. Okay. I got the protein. I think I have everything. Everything that's going in this particular group. Oh, did I do foaming soy? Let's look. Nope. Didn't do the foaming soy. Okay. That I want to add to the soy. That I want to add to the cocoa betaine. Hang on. I want 12 grams of foaming soy. Okay, and I'm going to melt this, and then we're just about ready to go. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take my liquids, my 260 grams of distilled water and my 100 grams of aloe vera juice for 360. I want to put it in here, get rid of the excess. Okay, it's a little bit too much. If you've ever seen me make lotions, you can see that this is much lighter than the lotions come out. The lotions are usually darker because I use almost all aloe vera juice. Okay, so this is 360. So I'm going to get rid of this. Put this here. Trying not to burn. Try not to burn my cocoa betaine and dang it. And SCI to get this show on the road. Alright. And now I'm going to put in, put this back on the heat. And then I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients. Except for the noodles and cocoa betaine. And heat these all together. The foaming soy makes it a little foamy. And then I'm going to add the SCI and the cocoa betaine. And we're going to need some shear. We're definitely getting some foam here. I'll show you with the camera. This is what it looks like when you stick blend, and I'm going to have to let these guys die down before I do anything further with them. Okay, it will start to volcano if you keep it on the heat, so you want to take it off the heat as long as you've, you know, looked through and make sure that everything has melted. And these, you know, bubbles should die down. And this is from, I believe this is from the foaming soy. So if you don't want, you know, this to happen, you can leave that out. But what I'm going to do is, now you want it to come down. And normally you add your preservative and your fragrance at about 120, which I'm going to do, but you don't want to add the honey quat and the extracts until about 112. I also want to make sure that this, you know, these bubbles are going to go away. So you do need shear to mix it, but don't use, you know, too much of your stick blender. I just hit it like once or twice. So as you can see, the bubbles are already starting to dissipate. But we still got ways to go. So what I want to do while that's cooling down, let's see where we're at. We're at 139. I'm going to weigh and measure out my preservatives, and I'm going to alcohol. I spritzed my bottles with boiling water, and I'm going to spritz them with alcohol before I put. And when you get to this stage, it's real easy to forget to be alcoholing everything, but I suggest that you do, and especially your funnels that are going into your bottles. And what else do we need to do here? All right, I need to figure out the rest of the ingredients. So I want 18 grams of honey quat. I don't know why. I love soap goods. Love, love, love them. But I can never open up. I have so many things from soap goods where I've got like a slit in the bottom of them because I can't for the life of me open it the right way. I had citric acid from them, a big jar of it that I put a big hole in the front of it. I kept forgetting it was there, and I'd move it and there'd be citric acid all over the place. Okay, so I want 18 grams of honey quat. Okay, and I want about 5 grams of lavender. I think that should be fine for this. You could put more, but let me see. Can't smell it. Oh, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, let me see. 18 and minus 27. Oh, maybe a little bit more. Oh, this is the end of my lavender. Gotta get more. Too many lavender freaks in my family. And my best friend was a lavender freak too. Okay, and now I'm going to take these off. Oh, no, I'm going to add some. I'm going to add a couple of grams. Now, this is all optional. I'm going to add a couple of grams of chamomile extract. That's 2 grams. And I'm going to add 2 grams of green tea extract. And I'm going to add 2 grams of aloe extract. Okay. And now I'm going for my liquid Germel Plus, which is going to be 9. 9 is 1.5. Nine on the news. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for this to cool down. We'll be back. It's down around 123, so I'm putting in my Liquid Jamel Plus, and at about 113 I'm going to add everything else. I know that it's hard to get all the Liquid Jamel Plus out, and it's probably the most important ingredient ever. So I'm going to get, I'm going to wait, and when it gets a little cool, I'll hit it with a stick blender. Okay guys, this is what it looks like at about 113 degrees. I'm going to add my rest of my ingredients. I'm going to hit it with the stick blender. I've got you up close and personal while I change my gloves. And I just want you to feel like you're actually in the shampoo, because you almost are. Hang on, I'm a-coming. My hands are so sweaty today, it's so hot. Okay, so this is, I just got this, I just got this tripod, and it's not giving me, it's not allowing me to bend the camera for some reason. So here go the rest of my ingredients, and I'm going to hit it with the stick blender, and it's probably going to foam up. See? But you definitely want to make sure that everything's incorporated at this point. You know, especially your preservatives. Smells nice. That was enough lavender. I'm trying to see how much I actually put in. I wrote it down over here. I put 5 grams of lavender, and that's quite enough. It smells really nice. So anyway, these bubbles should dissipate. I should have a nice, you could add coloring to this, but my sister-in-law has natural colored hair, so you know, I don't want her to wind up with purple hair, although she might like that. But anyway, I'm going to let the bubbles come down, and then I'm going to bottle it. Okay, the bubbles are just about gone. I'm going to bottle it in a minute. It smells really nice, and it will thicken up. If you have a shampoo at this stage and it's watery, don't try to put anything in it just yet. I put a lot of things in here that thickens, and hopefully it will all work out at the end. So I'm going to bottle this right now. Has my little bottle, and hopefully it doesn't fall over. That did not leave a lot for me. Okay, that is the shampoo, and like I said, I'm not going to color this. I guess you're free to color it if you would like, but this is what it looks like, and I'll bring you back when it thickens up. It's still warm, so you know, as long as it's warm, it means it hasn't thickened up. It will cool. I don't know if you could see that it's pretty thick. Hopefully it doesn't make my hair really greasy, but I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna go upstairs and use it. In case you're wondering what some of the ingredients were, one of the things that I put in was to give it like a little pearly sheen, and you really can't see it in here, but it's there. So I'm going to try to figure out before I use the rest of this if there's a way that I could show that to you. Okay, it's still warm, and it will continue to cool and thicken up. but I wanted to see, I don't know if you could see this on the camera, but I wanted to see if you could see that it's a little bit pearly, you know, it's got a little pearly look to it, and it's pretty thick, and it's going to continue to thicken up. But I'm going to use this in the shower and see what I think. I'm going to give it like another half an hour before I use it. But it's pretty thick, and you know, it's pretty nice looking, and it smells wonderful. I want to kind of show you what's left of the shampoo. It works really nicely. But this is, and it's still going to thicken up, you know, a few more hours. But I just want to show you how nicely it foams up. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's pearly. It is really nice and pearly. It's nice and thick. And that's the foam that it makes. It's a pretty good foam. So it felt really nice in the shower, and it, you know, foams up really nicely. So I'm pretty happy with it.